What's up, guys? God bless you. Hope you guys are doing well. All right. Last year I had a word for 2019, and I was like, Lord, are you going to give me another one? Because I don't want to be corny. But He actually did. So, and the focus on this one is going to be the word reward, which sounds like, ooh, reward. Oh, yeah, I want a reward. Well, it's not for everybody. So hold your horses before you start getting excited. But definitely would like to bring up some scriptures because, we want to keep everything biblical, of course. But in Matthew 10, starting in verse 4, it says, He that receiveth you receiveth me, and he that receiveth me receiveth him that sent me. He that receiveth a prophet in the name of a prophet shall receive a prophet's reward. And he that receiveth a righteous man in the name of a righteous man shall receive a righteous man's reward. And whoever shall give a drink unto one of these little ones a cup of water only in the name of a disciple, verily I say unto you, he shall in no wise lose his reward. Okay. Matthew chapter 6, starting in verse 1 says, Take heed that you do not your alms before men to be seen of them, otherwise you have no reward of your Father which is in heaven. Therefore, when thou doest thine alms, do not sound a trumpet before thee, as the hypocrites do in the synagogues and in the streets, that they may have glory of men. Verily I say to you, they have their reward. But when thou doest alms, let not thy left hand know what thy right hand doeth, that thine alms may be done in secret, and thy Father, which seeth in secret himself, shall reward thee openly. Openly. Reward thee openly. Got a couple more for you. Let's see. Ephesians chapter 6, verse 5. Servants, be obedient to them that are your masters according to the flesh, with fear and trembling and singleness of heart, as unto Christ, not with eye service as men pleasers, but as servants of Christ, doing the will of God from the heart, with good will, doing service as to the Lord and not to men, knowing that whatsoever good thing any man doeth, the same shall he receive of the Lord, whether he be bond or free. Some versions say a reward. He'll receive a reward from the Lord. Got one more scripture for you. Again, reward is the focus. Luke chapter 18. And Peter said, Lo, we have left all and followed thee. And he said unto them, Verily I say unto you, there is no man that hath left house, parents, brethren, wife, or children, for the kingdom of God's sake, who shall not receive manifold more in this present time and in the world to come, everlasting. So where do they receive their reward? In this present time and in the world to come, life everlasting. So not just in the future, which a lot of people say, oh yes, I will be rewarded in heaven. Doesn't only say that, it also says even in this present time you will have a reward. Okay, I just want to make sure a reward is a biblical concept, is a biblical thing in the Bible. Okay, because I know people like to say, oh well, I just want to be poor for God and just serve God. Well listen, poor people can't spread the message of Jesus, of the gospel, around the world because it takes money to do that, for example. And this is not about money, but I'm just saying we need to be not shy away from the word reward. Yeah, I know you want to be humble, you want to be spiritual, and God's only going to use humble people, and He has used humble people. And that's who this message is for. It's for the humble people, okay? Now, reward. Reward is the word I'm getting for this coming year. Yeah, I know all the clever prophets talk about 2020 vision, as if God wears glasses like I do. God doesn't wear glasses, so okay, it's very, very clever of you, all you prophets, talking about 2020 vision. Okay, real clever. Okay, that was real smart. Anyway, that's not what I'm getting from the Lord. Sorry, I had to just do that. But anyway, yeah, I'm getting reward. Now, who's getting the reward? Oh, everybody's like, oh yes, a reward. Oh, I love to hear good stuff. Listen, prophecy is not always all good. Sometimes it's it hurts too a little bit. But there are people getting a reward. Now, who am I talking to that's getting their reward? Those who have been faithful, continually, non-stop, without any seeking of a reward, without an expectation of a reward at all, but you just do what you do for the Lord with excellence, with all of your might, because you're not trying to please men, you are trying to please the Lord, and you do it because you love Him, and you do it because you want to give Him your best. and you don't let the world distract you. You don't let anything else stop you from the calling of God on your life. Remember, this life is very, very short. If you're living for this life, you're going to be very disappointed in the next life, because your next life, what happens to you in your next life, is determined by what you do in this life. Don't waste time in foolishness and in the things of the world that have no eternal value whatsoever, when you've got an eternity to think about. Think about your eternity, guys. Don't waste time. Don't waste time doing foolish things, wasting time on foolishness, when God's got a calling in your life. He's got something for you to do in this life. God is going to reward those who have been faithful, who have stood the test of time, who no matter what comes against them, they have not forsaken God. They have not left God. They have stayed in their calling. They have stayed doing what God has told them to do, despite pressure around them, despite people coming against them, even believers, even supposedly brothers and sisters coming against you. And it hurt, and it was painful, and you were devastated even. But you said, you know what? I know this hurts. I don't understand why they're doing this to me. I thought they were supposed to be loving me. Jesus said, they'll know, the world will know you're my disciples by your love for one another. I ain't feeling the love right now. But you still stayed faithful. You still stayed on track. You still stayed doing what God has called you to do. These are the people that I'm talking to. These are the people that are going to receive a reward. And you might have already began to see it. God's told me that some of these people that are going to get this reward that's coming this year, it's not only just coming this year, you've already started to see it starting to happen already. It's starting to already happen, even in December, even maybe earlier than December. But that this year, you're going to come into a time of reward. God has seen your faithfulness. God has seen your steadfastness. Sorry, guys. God has seen that you've not given up, despite the circumstances, despite the rough times, despite the times you felt all alone, you felt misunderstood, you felt, why is everybody coming against me? I'm just trying to do what God wants me to do. What is happening? And you get kind of, depressed a little bit even, and maybe confused a little bit. But you still said, you know what? I'm still going to plow through. I'm still going to serve God no matter what. These are the ones. These are the ones that this word reward is for. Now, the thing is, the reward, it's not going to be a little thing. It's going to be big. It's going to blow your mind. It's going to be like the little boy in that YouTube video that just went to the dentist. Is this real life? Like, you're going to feel like, wait a minute. Wait, what? This is too much. Like, you're going to be like, this is almost too much. This is almost too much. I can't believe this is happening. I can't believe that I'm being rewarded this way. I can't believe the favor that is upon my life right now. Is this real? Like, wow, it's going to blow your mind. Blow your mind, and it's going to make you realize that, yes, all that work you did was not for no reason. It wasn't for no reason. Okay, maybe it looked like, well, nobody cares, nobody pays attention, why am I even doing this? Is this even making a difference? God says, yes, I was watching. I saw what you did. I saw in your heart your faithfulness towards me. You're willing to work for me and for God's people. And now your time of reward is coming in this next year. Now, that's all the good stuff. Now, the bad stuff. People are going to see the reward and the blessing and the favor. And guess what? There are going to be people, even in your own life, that are going to get jealous. They're going to get angry. They're going to come against you. Like, literally, the devil's going to use people. And yeah, I'm sorry, the devil can use Christians too. Sorry, but he can, and he does. Paul had a thorn in the flesh. That was people coming against him. The people that you love are the ones that can hurt you. A stranger calling you a jerk in the street, you'll forget after 5 minutes. Your mother calling you a jerk, you won't forget that soon. It's people that love you that can hurt you, okay? The devil will use everybody to come against you, and they're gonna see this favor on you. They're gonna be like, okay, what's going on here? I don't get it. Why are they getting so blessed? Why are they getting so much favor? I love God too. I'm trying. I'm trying to do what I can. But see, God's not dumb. God sees. God sees. He knows who's really, really trying, who's really trying hard, who's just saying that they're trying hard, but they're really not, because your heart is not fully in the call of God in your life and in Him. You have your heart still, some of you, in the world. Yeah, I told you this was not going to be all fun. Some of you still have your heart in the world. You can't have one foot in the world and one foot in heaven, guys. You got to pick a side. You got to pick a side. So all the ones that are going to get this favor, all the ones that are going to get this reward, be ready for it. People are going to be angry. People are going to be jealous. People are going to come against you. But you know what? Don't let it bother you. God has seen your faithfulness throughout all the time. Many of you, many years even. You've given years to God. God sees it. God knows it. And God's saying it's time for your reward to come. When you thought, well, I don't even think ever this is going to really amount to anything, but I just love God, so I'm doing it anyway. That's exactly why you're going to get rewarded, because you're not looking for the reward. You're doing it because of the love you have for God and the love that you have for His people. So, and guess what? Some people will see that favor and see that God is blessing you, and they'll be like, well, wait a minute, maybe I need to get on this train. Good. Wake up. Finally, I wish you would wake up and get in your calling. Get in and jump in. Don't just be jealous and speak against people that are getting blessed and speak against people that are getting the supernatural favor of God. Don't be angry at them, guys. Jump on board. Get in your calling. Do what God has called you to do. If you can't do it for whatever reason, you feel like, well, I can't do that like that. Can you support the ones that are doing what you think you should be doing, what you can't do? Can you support them? And I don't mean financially only. If God leads you to do that, fine. I'm saying in prayer, in encouragement. How many people are working for God and they get no encouragement? Almost no encouragement whatsoever. We're all human, guys. We need your encouragement. It is so much. I'd rather have somebody tell me, you blessed my life so much, than for you to say, here, I'm going to give you $100. Honestly, like you telling me that I made a difference in your life, that I'm actually helping, that what I'm doing is not a waste of time, that is way more valuable to me. So guys, encourage people, get on board, guys. Stop sitting around doing nothing, wasting your time all day. I promise you, if you would take make a chart of how you spend every minute of the day, maybe in 15-minute increments, how much of those 15 minutes are wasted time doing nothing for the kingdom? Nothing for the kingdom. But you say you love God. Jesus said, if you love me, do what I said to do. Follow my commandments. Do what I told you to do. If you love me, faith without works is dead. Faith without works is dead. Let those works demonstrate that the faith really is there. So guys, we got to get busy. Okay? God's going to be doing stuff in 2020. 2019, that was the start. God's starting to do stuff. He's working behind the scenes. You've seen it. So God is starting to raise up people that nobody thought would be used by God. It's already starting. And now God's going to start to pour out favor and blessing upon all those who have been even behind the scenes, but they've been faithful and they've been working, not looking for a reward. But God's going to give you a reward. And that's why I read those verses to you guys. I don't want you to think reward is a foreign thing. It's not a foreign concept. It's not a foreign thing in the Bible. God's going to start blessing you guys. So stay faithful. Stay doing what God called you to do. Keep on doing it with excellence. You're doing it for Him. We should do all we do as if unto the Lord. Stay faithful. Keep on doing what God has called you to do. Don't let anybody hold you back. Nobody hold you back. And again, people are going to be jealous. They're going to see the favor of God. And you're like, well, why do they deserve it? I love God too. Loving God is not enough. You got to do something. You got to get up and do something. Make that faith work. Work the faith. Faith without works is dead. We got to stop sitting down and do nothing. We talk about revival. We want revival. God can't do revival if you don't move. He uses you to cause the revival. You think revival is going to happen by itself? He needs you. He needs you to get up and move and be part of the revival. Be part of praying for the revival. Be part of ministering in the revival. Be part of uplifting people that are involved in revival. I'm so tired of people talking about, yes, send revival, Lord, send revival. And God's like, I'm trying to send you. I'm trying to send you. He needs you for it to happen. Anyway, guys, that is the word. Hopefully it makes sense to you. I just feel it so strongly. I think about the middle of last week, it was just, I just could not get it out of my spirit. Reward, that word, reward. So let that be an encouragement to you guys that have worked and let nothing stop you, even though things have been coming against you. And at times you did feel like you wanted to give up. Come on, admit it. There were times where you felt like, you know what, forget this. I'll just do something else. But nope, you kept pressing on, you kept moving forward, and you kept faithful to God and kept faithful to His call in your life. So I'm proud of you for doing that. God's proud of you for doing that. Keep on going, guys. It's going to be an awesome year. We're going to get blessed. And yeah, stick with God. Stick with God, guys. Don't let the naysayers, don't let people be negative. Don't let it come against you. Don't let it bother you. But keep pressing on, guys. Let's enjoy this new year together. I love you, guys. Be blessed. I got to go ready to do my broadcast I do every single day. But be blessed, guys. I love you, and I pray that this word blessed you. And yeah, I love you guys. We'll talk to you later.